IPOB legal team dismissed a claim that Nnamdi Kanu admitted inciting attack on police. Nnamdi Kanu's legal team and the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB have debunked reports claiming that the IPOB leader admitted to inciting the public to attack police officers, describing the report as misleading and a malicious representation of a court proceedings. Kanu's special counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, in a brief statement shared via X, formerly Twitter, dismissed the viral claim. The viral publication that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu admitted inciting public to attack police is misleading and highly prejudicial, he stated. The general public is hereby advised to draw no conclusion until the veracity of the witness is tested on a cross-examination, tomorrow or next. Similarly, IPOB, through a statement issued by its media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, condemned the report, accusing the media organization which published the report of deliberate destruction. IPOB further alleged that the persecution case against Kanu lacked credibility and integrity. For the avoidance of doubt, today's court section exposed the Nigerian government's persecution as a cesspool of deficits, incompetence, and desperation, Powerful said. The persecution led by Mr. Awomolo San was caught in a web of lie and a procedural violation that led their in Tantax. The group criticized the persecution's witness identified as a PW2 BBB, describing their testimony as baseless. The government witness identified as a PW2 BBB made a baseless allegation against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without a shred of evidence to substantiate their claim, IPOB noted. Shortly, the persecution failed to file or serve any evidence or witness statements as required by law, even 4 years after purportedly obtaining a statement from this witness. IPOB stated that the preceding judge, Justice James Omotosho, reprimanded the persecution. This glaring violation of due process was so egregious that Justice James Omotosho, in his wisdom, cautioned the persecution to adhere to legal standard and serve all necessary processes and exhibits. During the court section, Kanu discredited the witness, according to IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in open court, categorically stated that the PW2 BBB is unknown to him and is nothing more than a machinery hired to fabricate a testimony against him, IPOB said. IPOB can confirm that the PW2 BBB is not an official of the State Security Service (SSS) based at their national headquarters in Abuja, as forcibly presented by the persecution. This witness, clunked in a mask to conceal their identity, is a paid agent deployed to perpetuate a triversities of justice. The statement further warned against the continued use of a masked witness. Let it be clear, IPOB has, out of respect for the court and Justice Omotosho's commitment to fairness, refrained from exposing the true identity of these so-called masked witness, Powerful said. However, should the persecution persist in this shameful charade of parading mercenaries to testify against our leader, we will be compelled to review the identities, addresses, and the family details of every past, present, and future witness, unmasking their roles in this orchestrated persecution. Rejecting claims of an admission by Kanu, IPOB said the claim that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu admitted inciting the public is a precise destruction of the truth. When questioned, PW2BBB admitted, "I don't know," regarding the status of his baseless allegation, which were previously struck out by the same court after adjudication. To twist this response into an admission of guilty by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not only disgraceful journalism, but a deliberate act of Igbophobia and anti-Biafra propaganda. IPOB called on the public and the media to focus on the persecution's shortcoming. It says, "We call on the media and the public to focus on the substance of this case. The Nigerian government failure to present a credible case, their reliance on a falsehood, and their flagrant disregard for the rule of law, rather than frivolous distraction, such as the exclusion of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's sisters-in-law from today's proceeding over a minor infraction." The group described the persecution case as weak and an embarrassment. 4 years after initiating this trial, the persecutor has failed to file or serve evidence as required by law, exposing their agenda to detain our leader indefinitely through deceit and manipulation, IPOB said. "We commend Justice Omotosho for his instances on a due process and urge him to continue upholding the principle of fairness and justice in this matter," the statement added. IPOB remain resolute in our pursuit of justice and the restoration of Biafra. We will not be detained by the Nigerian government's tactics or the complicities of certain media outlets in spreading falsehood. Referring its stance, IPOB said, "We call on all people of conscience, both within Nigeria and in the international community, to see through the lies and stand in solidarity with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafran cause. The truth will prevail, and no amount of propaganda can extinguish the flame of justice."